Where is the soul? A question hidden in armor. Can someone without a body still be alive? That question lies at the heart of Fullmetal Alchemist. Alphonse Elric's body is gone. Only his soul remains attached to a suit of armor. He walks, talks, and remembers. But is he still human? In many cultures, the body defines the self. But in Fullmetal Alchemist, that idea is questioned. Who are we, without our skin, blood, and bones? This isn't just science fiction. It's a deeply philosophical question. One that echoes an old tradition in Japanese thought, especially in Buddhism. Where does the soul live? And can identity survive without the body? Let's explore what this anime reveals. Not just about the Elric brothers, but about how we define being human. A body without a soul, the tragedy of separation. What happens when the soul and body are torn apart? For the Elric brothers, this is not theory. It's reality. Al loses his body. Ed sacrifices his arm to bind Al's soul to armor. Their love saves a life, but it creates a tragedy. Al lives, but without flesh, pain, or heartbeat. Ed survives, but only by giving up parts of himself. Together, they walk the world half complete, always seeking what was lost. In Buddhism, this separation is not just physical. It symbolizes imbalance between desire and truth. The brothers broke the law of nature, and nature took its price. They are not just searching for a cure. They're chasing harmony. The question is not just how to get their bodies back, but how to be whole again. What is the self? Buddhism's answer to the identity question. If you lose your body, are you still yourself? If you forget your name, do you disappear? These are not just fantasy questions. They strike at the core of identity. Alphonse has no body, but he has memory, emotion, and thought. In Buddhism, this matches an old idea that the self is not fixed. It's made of 5 parts: body, feeling, perception, thought, and awareness. These change constantly, so the self is never one thing. Al wonders, am I real? It's a Buddhist question. If the parts remain, but the form is gone, what's left? Fullmetal Alchemist asks, are we our body, our soul, or something else entirely? Buddhism answers, you are not a thing. You are a process. Are we just memories? When the soul is all that remains. If your soul remembers everything, are you still you? Even without a body, without a face, without a heartbeat? Alphonse remembers his childhood, his brother, his mother. He laughs, feels sadness, and chooses his path. But sometimes, he doubts. What if those memories were simply placed inside the armor? Would that mean he's just a ghost? Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't give us a clear answer. Instead, it lets us feel his confusion. In Buddhism, memory is part of identity, but it's not everything. Just because we remember, doesn't mean we truly are. The soul, the self, the mind, all of them shift and flicker like flame. So who is Alphonse, really? A boy in armor? A soul tied to memory? Or something more, something we can't fully explain? No body, no rights? The pain of being seen as less than human. What happens when you lose your body, and people stop treating you like a person? Alphonse doesn't bleed, doesn't eat, doesn't sleep. Some people even doubt he's real. You're just a soul in armor. You're not human anymore. These words hurt more than any wound. In many societies, physical form defines identity. No body? Then no rights. But Fullmetal Alchemist challenges this. It shows us a soul can still feel pain. Al cries. He hopes. He dreams. So what makes someone human? Is it biology or something else? Buddhism teaches that suffering is universal. If you can suffer, you are alive. And Al suffers deeply. So maybe humanity isn't what we see. Maybe it's what we feel, choose, and endure. Desire for the body when attachment leads us astray. Why do we fear losing our bodies so much? Why does the body define our sense of self? Ed and Al risk everything to get their bodies back, even when they can live, think, and feel without them. This shows a deep truth. We are attached. In Buddhism, attachment is the root of suffering. Wanting, clinging, refusing to let go. This is what traps us in pain. The Elric's desire isn't evil, but it blinds them. They ignore the balance of nature. They trade limbs, blood, and even souls, all to return to what once was. But here's a question for you. In your culture, how important is the body to identity? Do people accept change or do they cling to form? Let us know in the comments. Because how we see the body reveals how we see ourselves. What does it mean to exist? The Buddhist redefinition of being. What makes something alive? Is it the body, the mind, the soul? In Fullmetal Alchemist, Alphonse has no body. Yet he speaks, thinks, and feels. Many say he's not truly alive. But Buddhism offers another view. In Buddhist thought, existence is not a fixed state. It arises when certain elements come together. Body, consciousness, cause, and connection. If these conditions meet, something exists, even if only for a moment. That moment is real. Al is aware. He suffers. He chooses. By Buddhist standards, he is. Not because of form, but because of function. Identity in Buddhism is not a thing you have. It's a process you perform. And Alphonse, even as armor, performs life. Alchemy and rebirth, the Buddhist view of constant change. Alchemy is about transformation, turning one thing into another. In Fullmetal Alchemist, it's the power to rebuild, reshape, and renew. But it always comes with a cost. Buddhism teaches that nothing stays the same. Everything changes: bodies, emotions, even souls. This is called impermanence. It's not a flaw. It's a truth. The world isn't broken. It's just always in motion. Rebirth in Buddhism is not starting over. It's continuation, one form flowing into the next. Alchemy and rebirth share a lesson. No form is final. No state is fixed. The Elrics try to restore what was lost. But their journey teaches them something else. That real transformation is not about going back. It's about moving forward and becoming something new. The journey of the Elrics reconciling soul and form. The Elric brothers begin with a clear goal: to get their bodies back. But as they journey on, the goal starts to shift. They face enemies, questions, and truths. What does it really mean to be whole? Is it just having flesh and blood again? Or is it becoming a person who can live with the past? As they grow, they stop chasing perfection. Instead, they seek meaning. They begin to accept that pain, loss, and scars are part of who they are, and that the soul is not trapped by form. In Buddhism, true peace comes not from fixing the outside, but from harmonizing the inside. The brother's journey is not about restoration. It's about reconciliation between body and spirit, between past and present, between what they lost and what they became. What is the essence? The question Fullmetal Alchemist leaves behind. What makes us who we are? Is it our face, our memories, our choices, or something deeper? Fullmetal Alchemist never gives one clear answer. Instead, it shows the struggle to find it. Ed and Al lose everything, then rebuild, piece by piece. They learn that the body is precious, but the soul must grow to carry it. That scars are not shameful. They are reminders of what we survived. In Buddhism, this is the heart of the teaching. The self is not a fixed thing. It's shaped by what we do, how we suffer, and how we choose to keep walking. Fullmetal Alchemist ends not with perfection, but with acceptance, with two brothers who understand that essence isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn by facing what you fear and by becoming someone you can respect. This is just one example of Japan's unique way of thinking. Do people in your country do the same, or is it completely different? Drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. And if you liked this, subscribe for a new video every day. See you tomorrow at the same time.